This is it. The last game of my rookie season. Kind of hard to believe. These 82 games have gone by in a blur. I know we're on the outside looking in when it comes to playoffs, but that doesn't mean I can't go out and give it everything I have one last time.
The starting lineup for the visiting Indiana Pacers. At power forward, Lavoy Allen. At point guard, George Hill. At the other guard position, Monte Ellis. At the other forward position, Paul George. At center, Freq. The head coach of visiting team is Frank Vogel.
Starting at center, standing 6'11", number 31, John Henson. Starting at shooting guard, standing 6'5", number 3, O.J. Mayo. Starting at the other guard, at 6'6", number 5, Michael Carter Williams. A 6'5" forward from Greece, number 34, Giannis Antetokounmpo. At power forward, standing 6'11", number 15, Greg Monroe. The head coach of your home team is Jason Kidd. Once again,
The Bucks look to take charge at BMO Harris Bradley Center, and we're bringing it to you live from Milwaukee, here on 2K Sports. The Milwaukee Bucks coming to this one following a loss to Orlando.
And the issues they had defensively, in part, I thought, was a huge factor. Really, I think, because it was a road game for them.
Well, you know, they gave the crowd a bunch to cheer about. And when you do that, you put yourself in a really tough position trying to come away with a road win.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. And so in the game for the Pacers, Freq in at center. Allen is out there with Paul George. Then it's George Hill, and it's Ellis at the two-guard position.
Fellas, I'll tell you, I was really surprised when Michael Carter Williams got traded last season. It's so hard to find point guards with his length and instincts. I mean, you just have to wonder what's going on in Philly.
Freq kicks to Ellis. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
Carter Williams dishes to Monroe. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And Greg Monroe really has had a good young career, despite playing out of position for much of it. He has the size and skill set of an agile center, but was made to play power forward in Detroit once they drafted Andre Drummond, and that took some getting used to.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. We're talking about Greg Monroe, and Greg, you gave us a nice little synopsis. He doesn't have part of the long-range jumper teams are now asking out of that position in this day and age in the NBA.
Yeah, more teams want that stretch power forward. He's not super athletic. And where he does his greatest damage is in the painted area, and there's still value in that.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
Here's Mayo following the score by Indiana. This one for 3. That drops. Mayo's got 6.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
The Pacers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And it's Hill penetrating, kicks it out to Ellis. There's the screen. High arcing shot, And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays.
First off, look, every year there are all-star game snubs, and perhaps last year Monte Ellis was the big one in the West. Hard to leave him off given the way he played for the Mavs.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Off the pick. The shot no good. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. Antetokounmpo passes to Carter Williams. It's Mayo on the wing. Henson sets a screen for Mayo. And he uses the glass on the layup. Mayo's got his 3rd basket of the night. For Monte not being an all-star, there are a lot of guys that could have made an argument to be there. Monte's was as strong as any.
Yeah, and his own coach said that Monte deserved it more than Dirk, his teammate. And not a shot at Dirk by Carlisle, just Rick expressing how valuable Monte was to the Mavs.
Here's Mayo. Can't get it to go. Excellent D there from George. Indiana trailing here. Outside Hill. There's a good screen to the paint. Freq kicks to Allen. Stolen by Monroe. Antetokounmpo dishes to Mayo. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. And he gets it to go. Antetokounmpo's got his first 2 points.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Here's Ellis. And the layup is good.
Monte Ellis.
Ellis has got 9.
He's looking confident right from the opening tip.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Henson with the screen. Carter Williams the pass to Henson. Pacers with the rebound. They traveled to Milwaukee last time they faced the Bucks, and they came away with a win.
And whether by design or by accident, they drew so many fouls in that game. Foul trouble for the other side became a huge issue.
And as a result, there was a blowout win. I mean, credit them for initiating contact and forcing the officials to make the calls.
And here is Monroe. After Paul George getting his 3 to go. That's good.
D cannot forget about him like that. He'll light you up big time. I mean, it's hard to maintain this level of productivity, but we'll see if they can make it happen.
Jabari Parker's checked in for Milwaukee. Chris Middleton comes in for O.J. Mayo. Jordan Hill, he's checked in for the Pacers. Stuckey comes in for Monte Ellis. Indiana's gone 2 of 2 from 3-point range here in the first quarter. Hill drives in. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. Guys back and forth this first half.
Well, 5 lead changes early on, guys, as we grapple back and forth.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. 17 points for him last game against the Magic in Orlando.
Yeah, and talk about his scoring. I mean, Kevin, with the defense trying to pressure him, he did a good job of getting them to overcommit and getting himself to the line.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
You know, if you're looking to build a small forward and there wasn't a LeBron James template, you might go with PG, Paul George. Height, length, athleticism, that combination off the charts with him. And he's got a nice, unflappable demeanor, too.
Here's Indiana leading by 6. On the court for the Pacers as our second quarter gets underway. Freq, he's in at center. Ellis is out there with Hill. Then it's Paul George, and it's Allen in at the power forward. Yeah, talking about Paul George, a big part of his dominance, his attitude. He doesn't yell or pump his fist. He's really the quiet assassin.
Yeah, once he maxes out in the weight room, which he will, now that he's in his mid-20s, I think he's going to be an Adonis. I mean, exactly the kind of physique you're looking for in a prototype at the small forward.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freq in the last matchup against the Knicks made a huge difference. He ended with 14 points and was his usual self on the glass, grabbing just about any missed shot that came off the rim. It was the kind of game that coaches love because he was a big factor in every play, it seemed.
Thanks for the great report, Doris. Guys, the way he carried them that night, I thought was truly incredible.
Unreal. I mean, he was literally on another planet in that game. He did it all on the floor.
What's interesting to me, guys, is to see how much energy he's able to play with here tonight. I mean, his legs still have to be a little heavy from that last game.
Parker kicks to Antetokounmpo. Back to Parker. It's Monroe, high post. Got a piece of it, and they get it back. To halt the run, great D that time from Freq.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Screen by Monroe. Here's Carter Williams. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Well, I like his determination and his attitude and aggressiveness, but the defense wasn't going to back off that shot. They were tight on it.
And the shot is good.
Well, if you're going to give them layups, there's no way you're going to get back in this game.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Parker against Allen. And Allen with the block. And that'll be Milwaukee as it goes out of bounds. Bucks retain possession. And so it's Milwaukee with it. Still looking for their first basket since the first quarter. No one near Mayo as he lets it go.
They've got to figure out this defense they're seeing. I mean, they have not done a good job of making the extra pass and adjusting to how they're being defended. If they do that, then I think they can get some open shots by moving the ball and moving themselves, and that might work to their advantage.
Tries to snap the cold streak, and it's Freq with the rebound. Freq's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's George. Here's Freq. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
I was able to listen in. He made it clear that their offense needed to run through Paul George. Coach reminded them that he is supposed to be the key factor tonight, and he still wants to see that happen. Guys, they're clearly hoping those changes have an effect even before this game makes it to halftime. Kevin?
Thanks, Doris. Parker outside. The drive by Monroe. That savvy little up fake there. Fooling the D. Monroe's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
And Jason Kidd has seen a lot of things in his first few years of coaching. Already changed teams once and it had some personnel issues, but you cannot deny that he knows how to get the most out of his team.
And it's Allen slamming it down.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-handed.
There it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, just getting the ball into the post has to be option number 1 for them right now.
And George, here we go. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And here's Mayo for 3. And it's Freq with the rebound.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
George with the ball. Now defended by Carter Williams. And the basket good. Freq's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
The drive by Monroe. His shot is good. Scores his 3rd basket in 6 tries. Shooting 50%. Indiana leading by 15. Pass to Freq. Plenty of space. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Boy, the defenders have to make sure they tag it.
In the corner, Mayo with it. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. And that's now 10 points for O.J. Mayo. Indiana's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Outside, George. Now here's Freq, covered by Monroe. Freq dishes to Allen. Inside. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
Boy, with all the contact he drew there, Greg, that would have been a heck of a bucket. He nearly got it to go.
A big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Henson's checked in for Jabari Parker. Chris Middleton comes in for Antetokounmpo. Vasquez, he's checked in for O.J. Mayo. And Jared Bayless subbed in for Carter Williams. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Hill, he's checked in for Lavoy Allen. Solomon Hill comes in for George. C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Monte Ellis. Rodney Stuckey's subbed in for Hill. Middleton can't get it to go.
And boy, how good was Chris Middleton last season? I mean, always a deep shooter who could stretch the floor. He hits the weight room in the offseason and became a much stronger defender. Now, he's one of the more promising 3-and-D guys in the league.
Just 2. Milwaukee timeout. And now your Milwaukee Bucks dancers.
Turner's checked in for Freq.
Miles Turner.
Rebounding certainly a big part of the contributions you've made early in this one. Do you think this game is going to come down to which team hustles the most?
Yeah, it's going to be, I think it's going to be about who wants it more. But we're playing with a passion right now. Well, hopefully, we'll stay driven the rest of the way in order to get this win.
Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half.
Guys, that was the perfect way to start this game. Let's go over some stuff and do more of the same in the second half. This is the sort of offensive rhythm we know we're capable of when we put our mind to it. I like that we're active, moving our feet, making the right passes. The guys I will give credit to are the guys who came off the bench and gave us the scoring pop we needed. And let's keep the pace deliberate when we start this half. I want to see us get settled in, not trying to do too much too soon. That's it for now, guys. Let's go get that W.
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. Monte Ellis has been sensational.
And in terms of points in that first half, you know, he's now at a point where we expect him to perform that way.
And, Greg, that tells you all you need to know about what a talent he is. I mean, I'll bet he adds a lot more to his totals after the break.
Michael Carter Williams is out there with Mayo. Then there's Monroe. Then it's John Henson, and it's Antetokounmpo in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Jason Kidd.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
6 to shoot. From the corner. That one off the back iron and out.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Pacers leading by 17. Hill passes to Freq. Pick up by Hill. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
Pacers have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9.
And in terms of team numbers, the free throw percentage is right at 74.
You know, their percentages dropped off just a little bit compared to last year, guys, but it's not a huge drop-off, so no major concern.
Pass to Carter Williams. Here's Monroe. The rebound by Paul George. George has got his third rebound tonight.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
The shot's good from Henson.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win.
Outside, George. He kicks to Freq. 5 to shoot. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Freq's got 9 points. Bucks trail by 18. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Here's Carter Williams. The Pacers pull it in. Freq's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
It has not been an ideal start to the second half. They've missed 3 of their first 4. Their second half has started quite well. They've been good on 3 of their first 4 attempts.
Mayo against Ellis. There's the pick. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Jabari Parker's checked in for Monroe.
And one thing we know is that across the board in the NBA, attendance is up all over. Franchise values are also at an all-time high. Overseas, the game continues to grow as well.
And Henson kicks to Carter Williams. Here's Mayo. Another shot. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
The Bucks shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
And 72% on the year. I'm sure they'd like to improve that category.
And guys, that allows their opponents to play very aggressive defense if they choose to, knowing it's not a bad thing to send them to the foul line.
We got to be more physical on defense. They are getting to the middle of the floor way too easy. Get into them on the perimeter. Posts. Rotate over and make your presence felt. Quit being so soft.
Now a chance to see the numbers for George. They've gotten some big performances from him since the All-Star break. He's around 18 points per game, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. And I think he's got to be pretty pleased with his output. And you know he's always looking to push himself.
Yeah, you know, really solid numbers across the board here, Greg. I mean, he contributes in a multitude of ways for this club.
Well, some of the numbers NBA wingman have been putting up from the field this season are truly impressive. Have a look at the top shooters among them. Second is Paul George.
And that is such an efficient group offensively. That really is the best way to describe them. I mean, they never force anything and always wait for the right shot.
And, Greg, you can't post the kind of percentages they do unless you operate that way. I mean, you can't be undisciplined at the small forward spot if you hope to be an efficient shooter.
Antetokounmpo dishes to Parker. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. 6 points for Jabari Parker. Well, we've always talked about how scary Giannis could be when his jumper is hitting grade. Every year, it seems to be improving.
And last season, Kevin, he shot just under 50% from the floor, so that's a huge jump for him.
Mayo, the pass to Henson. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
That's his second personal foul.
You know, for Giannis, it's not that he's just getting to the rim as to why his field goal percentage is up. I mean, the last part of the season, his mid-range shooting.
Pacers leading by 15. And so in the game for the Pacers. Freq in at center. Paul George is out there with Allen. Then it's Ellis, and it's Hill in at the point. Freq kicks to Allen. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Allen's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for Indiana.
And Giannis is already hard to guard, but if he can reliably hurt you over the top, then a lot of nightmares will be realized in the NBA. Incredible that he's improved as much as he has in this short amount of time.
Here's Ellis. Now Hill. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. And good on the basket. Book it.
Assisted.
And the Pacers lead by 17.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
Mayo against Ellis. Mayo kicks to Carter Williams. There's the feed to Henson. It's rebounded by Indiana. Freq's got rebound number 12 here already in the game.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around. Straight bully ball.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Last outing for Indiana. They won that game against New York. Ellis kicks to Freq. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist. Ellis has got 3 assists tonight.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spots. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
18 feet out. They get the rebound.
Tremendous effort. I mean, this guy has already cracked double digits on the backboard.
And those rebounds lead the team. I mean, he's been the tone setter for him today in terms of work ethic and glass eating.
Mayo against Hill. Now here's Mayo, guarded closely. Carter Williams. And Henson gets it to go on the assist from Carter Williams. Carter Williams has got 4 assists in the game. Pacers leading by 17. And that one's good. Freq.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Here's Monroe. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Now here's Freq, defended by Henson. There's a good screen. Freq kicks to Hill. Allen, a screen on Antetokounmpo. He used that pick just right. And that's now 9 points here for George.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Come on, Bradley Center. You better be making some noise for your energy.
Bucks trail by 19. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Carter Williams dishes to Henson. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing, defended by George. 4 on the clock. Henson's shot is off.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Freq passes to Allen, and he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
Make it 10 of their last 12 points coming off assists.
You have to love the ball movement.
Carter Williams kicks to Monroe. Pass to Henson. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
My goodness, he sure can get off the ground.
One of the best in the business for sure, you're
I
right.
tell you what, he is an imposing finisher around the rim. He makes it look a little too easy.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth.
Well, the game's getting bigger, going international. But at least in the U.S., it really seems the game is going indoors. Back in the day, the legends of the game still played on the blacktop. That's becoming a thing of the past.
And that one's good.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
And they just keep finding the open man.
Henson with the screen. Carter Williams dishes to Monroe. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And what a double-double machine Greg Monroe is becoming. Top 6 for power forwards last season. Top 5 for centers. And his game is only continuing to evolve.
Chris Middleton's checked in for O.J. Mayo. Well, Greg, the thing about Monroe, we knew he was a prolific scorer and a rebounder when he was a 5-star recruit out of high school. So Clark, this is nothing new for him.
I think what
We need to calm down. We're taking too many shots early in the clock. Let's get some ball movement and run something on the offensive end. Keep it simple. Let's throw it down inside or run some pick and roll up top.
Pacers leading by 21. Here's Hill. Here's Freq. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
That's his
another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
And it's something we haven't seen much of at the opposite end of the floor.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Indiana.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
They've also been pounding it inside tonight and coming away with a lot of points in the paint. I call those PIPs.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Frank Vogel had to say to his team. He said their plan was run their offense through Freq. Coach is looking for big things from him throughout the rest of this game on the offensive end. A lot of the scoring burden will fall on him. He also wants to see a patient offense, work for the shot, move the ball around, and as he told them, quote, if you don't see a good shot, find someone who does. Guys, we'll see how Coach's direction pays off as this one winds down. Kevin?
All right, Doris, thanks. Ellis kicks to Freq. Screen by Ellis. Nobody near George. The shot, no good. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. Carter Williams, the pass to Middleton. The shot misses. Great defense that time from Ellis. Pacers leading by 22. George dishes to Hill.
Just 2.
Now here's Freq. D right on him. Feeds to Allen. And the pass to Ellis. Now here's Freq. Here's George. That's good.
The shot quality is very good here, and they're making most of them this half.
Yeah, converting at a really high level. The field goal percentage continues to creep upward.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Miles Plumlee's checked in for John Henson. Parker comes in for Greg Monroe. Vasquez, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And Jared Bayless subbed in for Carter Williams. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
Yes, guys, I'm here with Paul George, and is the team's approach to defense key to the identity and the team's success as a whole?
It is. I mean, that's something we take pride in. That's something we always took pride in. And, you know, we know games is won on the defensive end. And we know we got to scrap it out on the offensive end, but games is won on the defensive end, and that's the coach preaching.
Paul, thank you for your time, guys. A young man with great insight.
All right, Doris, thank you. And that about does it for the final game of the NBA regular season. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. And now time to go to Ernie Johnson, who's alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Freq. He was involved in all the big plays. Very aggressive game and came away with a triple-double to lead his team. Just a brilliant effort tonight. And Kenny, you had some words earlier while the game was going on. What do you think?
You know, Freq was a 4.0 honor student growing up. And tonight, that high IQ is one of the things we saw on display with that sensational performance. Combine his smarts with the fact that he lives and breathes basketball, there's no doubt that he's one of the most intelligent players we have in this league.
He put everything he had into his rebound, and it made a huge difference. This was a taste of what he's capable when he gets his mind that he's going to dominate.
And that'll do it for our coverage of this year's final regular season contest. It has been a wild ride. For Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith, I'm Ernie Johnson. Now the playoffs begin on 2K Sports. See you back for that.